And good evening, everyone. Let me check my sound. Um, I think I got the right one. Hello, Dave. Hello. Catch you live. Greetings from your world. Hey, hello, Nay. Hey, Nay, how does it sound? Um, I'm just making sure I got the right microphone plugged in because something happened in the settings. And does it sound okay? Does my sound okay, Nay? Anybody? Bueller? Sound is good. Good. Okay, good. Good. Because I know there's a little bit of a delay on it, and I just wanted to make sure it's okay. Because last week or something, it just didn't seem that good. It was using a different microphone. Good. Thank you so much. Well, welcome to Sunday Evening with Roxanne. I'm Roxanne, and on this channel, we talk about the idea of enlightenment, ascending, understanding reality as a human, a separated idea. So I bring up a lot of different topics, answer a lot of questions, come up with different ideas, and I kind of had an idea to go over. Because as things change in my life, I get understandings of things and I want to convey them to you. And that was kind of this weird thing. So, being a channel, um, you get really connected to a lot of thought blocks, a lot of ideas. Um, a lot of your ideas, some of them come from your memory of interpretation, but a lot of your ideas that come out of the blue is you're connected to one and all. They're original thought created by you, they're collective thoughts of humanity. Uh, it's a thought that you could have got an idea from someone from 1,000 years ago on Earth, but currently, right here, it connects with you vibrationally. So I got this thought, and it said to me, it was just this idea, and it's like uh, using the word conveyance. And I had to look it up. I didn't understand what it is. I went to my funny little honey Tommy Jean. Hello, JP. I went to funny little honey Tommy Jean and asked him what it meant, and he gave me the idea. So now I understood why I got the thought. So let's consider reality. And it came like this. Uh, Reality is a conveyance of your truth. Okay. Reality is a conveyance of your truth. So I looked at that and I looked at me and my reality because that's all there is. Okay. Is me and my bubble of experience. I can't get out of it. I can't go somewhere else. I am always where I am. Where I am is always where my reality will be. So what changes it? What changes the reality? Well, your truth changes the reality. Now that's a very, very loaded statement because we have an idea how to claim things that are not true, that I reject, that I don't want. And humanity has a polarized concept of reality, so therefore it considers thing in truths and not truths, and I want and don't wants. So it looks at reality as the standard. When you arrive here on the planet, you're born separated, you don't know you're a creator, and you converge on a world of separation. And so your perspective becomes that. So you have that. I don't want this in my world. And why can't I have that in my world? My truth is that I want that, and it doesn't come, it doesn't manifest. And we don't understand these ideas. Well, because the truth is always and never shall be a relationship to reality according to the authentic or vibrational self. So once I understood taking taking the words from Tesla as you, if you want to understand the universe or creation, you better start understanding, you got to start thinking everything has got to be looked at in vibrations, frequencies, and tones. So we have to understand the relationship, the reality of understanding it through a different medium, a different relationship. So I was noticing the world giving me these things I didn't want. Well, what does that mean? How can I change them? So I didn't like what I was getting. I wasn't honest with myself. I was trying to become for them. Nay, nay. Super chat for $20 from Nay. Thank you so much. Let's celebrate her first time doing a super chat. Thank you, Nay. Thank you so much, darling. So let's consider let's consider my upset with the reality a truth. And it wasn't matching what my expectations and what I was being sold about reality. It didn't fit. So I was like, I don't understand why it doesn't work. Nothing does work. Nothing goes my way. And then you dive into this idea of what they've streamlined as the correct way to live, the life of righteous, the life of good deeds, the life of being positive, and that kind of idea. And that doesn't work either, because I've seen some really, really positive, good people get slaughtered like lamb, and just get obliterated. I've seen people get just destroyed because of the color of their skin or because of their religious beliefs. I've seen this. So that doesn't work. So I've noticed that doesn't work. So, okay, so vibrations, frequencies, and tones aren't based upon the internal truth that is encouched in polarity of need, want, desire, must have, ought to, should, could, need, want, and all those things, okay? It doesn't work that way. And then I discovered, yeah, I know why it doesn't work, because that's a reaction. So there's a space, there's time in between when I experience and then there's reaction. And now I have a time to react to it. I have time. It's an element, it's part of the dimension we live in. It's an element, it's an ingredient in the experience, time. I have a memory I can experience yesterday. I have a memory I can formulate possibility. Therefore I have a future. But it's all happening now. And what was happening was my truth was getting conveyed out to the mirror. The conveyance was returning or transporting from the mirror back to me as my experience. So it was bringing me the things that I actually commanded, that I wanted, but not in the idea of this want. This want wanted a whole bunch of things. This wanted perceived peaceful, perceived security, perceived happiness. If I do this, I'll get this. That didn't work. If I do this, that didn't work. Why doesn't it work? Because everyone else's truth is not my truth, and I cannot be happy through another person's eyes. So I had to stop that. So that became the awakening of Roxanne. It says, okay, I got to be something else here. I got to be something else. I can't be this image. I can't be Roy anymore. I can't be a husband anymore. I can't be, quote, I'm heterosexual for sure, but I ain't no fucking guy. My concept of me is female and I'm heterosexual. I like guys, but I'm not gay. So that was fucking confusing, right? So, you got a journey. You got to look at what's going on from a non-reactive, intelligent observer that allows you to see the angles, the depths, the different ways of concepting or of interpreting something, instead of the reaction mind that gave me time to have the emotional experience and react and then get mad about it or claim my truth about it and have a very, very human life. That was extraordinarily painful, very frustrating life, not a good life at all. Made the money, lost the money. Got married, got divorced. Did everything I was supposed to do. Followed my parents' rules, followed the religion's rules, and it wasn't me. It just wasn't me. So I had to change. So I died to myself, and I started climbing this fucking mountain. And the mountain is made up of dead versions of me. And one day I will get and stand upon 1,000,000 versions of me, and they're all fucking dead. And they need to die because I can't grow without dying to an old self. I have to release those truths, and those truths diminish. as I change and energize a new truth, and my reality becomes alive, and I start to convey to the mirror, hey, here's what I'm about right now. And the mirror goes, absolutely, here you go. And it starts to align. So my life has really got extraordinary. Look, guys, I still have shit inside of me I got to work out. I still got anger, a little bit of issues, because I was like, I'm sitting there in the mirror today, getting myself cleaned up, because I still have to shave, right? And I start doing a little bit of electrolysis, and I was shaving, and I was like, okay, I look decent. But see, then I did this one angle, right? And I start shaving and got this electric razor because it makes it easier. It's not that I need a blade, but one day I got to shave. So I looked at it, and I looked at myself, and guys, it really hurt. You know what I saw? I saw finally what I think other people see. A man dressed as a woman. And that fucking hurt. And I was really mad. Because you have a view of yourself, and and your mind plays these little stories on why are they looking so long at me. But it gets reinforced because people say "sir" to me a lot, and I'm well spoken and well mannered, and I know how to carry on conversation. I was a salesperson for 25 years. I understand communications with human, and I can carry on great conversations. I understand things, very educated about a lot of things in the world because I've studied. And so when I'm having a good conversation with people, yes, sir, always comes out. And that's a reinforcement. But today I saw it. Happy Sunday, Smitty. I love you. Today I saw it. I saw what people were seeing. Well, of course, I can't really see what people are seeing. That's my own bullshit, of course. I only saw what I saw. And it was a part of me I didn't like, because I don't like the way I look when I look manly. And I was always struggling with that. See, there was a part of me that said, okay, there's a time that I was okay being a little bit male, a little bit female. I got some nice boobs. I grew them myself, could have grown bigger ones, but not, I'm not that good apparently. So I got the boobs, but I also, stopped shaving my armpits, and it's the face. So you got to learn to live in here. And see, what happened is I was bullshitting myself, but I found out today that I was bullshitting myself. And I was like, man, I'm really not happy with the way I look. But I'm not going to go under the knife. I'm not going to try to change my face and do all that stuff. I just have to find that's a version of me that I have to let die. See, it was one version of that being acceptable to my looks, and then that one died, and that one died, and it was, I got to be a woman, I got to be feminine, I got to be this, and I start dying to a lot of, and finding myself, finding not a happy medium. Let's not polarize this. A truth of me, an alignment with myself. Because I was reacting, so I know a reaction, emotional reaction, and JP, you'll learn this in class. Emotional reaction is tied to an emotion is a belief. 100%. I'm doing this too long to know that I'm having emotional reaction. That is a reaction of judgment. Good or bad is irrelevant. It's an emotion. That's a belief. Because I can feel it in a slipstream part of me that doesn't react, whether the emotion is never good or bad. It's alive. It's very different. That is a truth. That's a knowing. It's very different. So I reacted. So then I found a deeper part of me. So I have to bring that part to the surface through my acceptance of it, and look at it, and love it and allow it, but not love it like a tree hugger fucking loving it, or some spiritual fucking mystic wearing a diaper and eating a leaf going, I love you. Not that shit. I got to love the experience. I've got to take it into my heart and be okay with it, and take that emotion and transcend it. Because that's what's going to change the mirror. See, now it's vibrating with a deeper truth of me, because I've died to a self that had an objection about the way I looked. Okay? Yes, yes, Magneto. Yes. M for ghetto. I'll just call you Magneto. Anyways, so that was a truth. A truth of me that I wasn't feeling, and then I felt it. And now I can work on it in order to transcend that. And that'll be part of my mountain that I'm building of these dead versions of me, right? That I'm going to climb upon and climb higher and higher into myself, into my kingdom, into my godhood, if you will, you know? So the mirror is never lying to you. You just have to look at it from a perspective of unity and unconditional. And that takes work. And that takes, you know what it really takes? It takes a lot of fucking humility to know that your ego that you're thinking that makes you feel righteous is the one that's keeping you righteous in the idea of separation. And you're going to have a very good, righteous, separated life. That's not right or wrong. But you'll never see the whole picture. You will only play the world of polarity if you're standing upon a polarity platform as your vibrational truth. What you put out is what you get back. The conveyance of truth, right? Reality. It will give you your truth. So you want to change it, you're going to have to change you. And the only way to change you is to recognize you. And you have to recognize with humility and surrender that the truth that I'm feeling about that object, no matter how great of a truth in my mind, my ego, my memory it is, I've got to see that truth belongs to me. And that is not A, universal, and B, that's not permanent. It's changeable. It may give me comfort. It may give me security. It may give me identity that I seek every day to know that I'm enough with these ideas surrounding me to protect me as an idea. I have to be this identity. What happens when identity gets challenged? It's so easy to see it, right? We've displayed that. What does humans do? We say, this is what you are. Do you want to continue being this? It doesn't give us instructions. See, it doesn't give us instructions. The mirror doesn't tell you what to do. It shows you what you are. You have to figure it out for yourself. Why? Because you're God. You're intelligent, creator, eternal. You can do it. You're smart enough to be on this channel. So that means you're intelligent enough to look at yourself. What do we represent on challenges of identity around the world? It's Karens and Brads, right? There's Karens all over freaking out because, we had to wear masks, or they don't like this person driving on their side, or HOAs, Jesus Christ, spraying their fucking shit all over the place. HOAs, always, just I got to control reality. I need my value to be validated. So I'm going to be this, and I'm going to inflict my truth. Cops do it too. They're violent. How do we keep society in order? Violence. Society's violent, so we counter it with violence. Right. No shit. See, that's what you got to start looking at. You got to start looking at the intelligence and not try to manage this world. You can't manage this world. You can only change the truth within and create a bubble around you. Guys, you are not imprisoned in this reality that your memory says it is. You are not imprisoned to your history, to your memory, to your future, because it's not one earth. It's your earth. The co-creation is irrelevant. That changes when you change. The versions of reality, the laws, the strictures, the structures, the memory, everything changes with the validation of yourself. Memory is created in the moment. Memory is created in the moment. Right now, your memory is created. For all you know, you've been here so many years on earth, but right now your memory says that, but you could have just got here 20 minutes ago, given yourself a memory of an entire lifetime, and you would be none the wiser. You can't prove it. You can only get validation through the mirror that proves your truth. It's not proof to society. It's what you attract that proves your truth. That's what you got to see. So if you don't like your world, then you got to change something about yourself in order to change the world. And you got to realize the world isn't wrong. You got to realize that you have a big fat fucking ego and you got to work on that thing. You got to be so humble and so bare naked to the reality of acceptance of the things that you recognize within that you are protuned to change. And if you don't change it, you're going to get the same thing. Everyone knows that. So reality always conveys the truth. It always tells you exactly what you are. And I didn't like the smooth ride and then the turbulence, and the smooth ride and then the turbulence, and the smooth ride and then the turbulence. Well, it's actually layers. I'm digging deeper and deeper into myself, finding the parts of me that are core beliefs that tell me this is reality, when that's reality that I bought into, that is a polarized condition of humanity for the experience of separation, for the experience of not remembering I'm a creator. And if I can change that, what's going to happen? Well, the mirror is going to reflect the change. You know? I get mad because my mind beats me up. It hurts. I got hurt today because my mind was beating me up about failure, about I could have done. And these are algorithmic thoughts and they have emotions attached. So what does that mean? I have more work to do. That's all it means. I have to keep working on the belief systems that give me those emotional relationships until they're devalued enough to where I have no interaction with them, let alone reaction with them. Right? Don't change the world. Change your relationship to the world. Change yourself. Die to the old self and birth the new self. Yeah, keep snipping those tentacles, Magneto says. Those tendrils, those tethers that keep you tied to a certainty. You know? I don't see Debbie anywhere. Debbie couldn't come in tonight. I see Nene, Cam. Hi, Cam. Dave's here, of course. Magneto. Kevin, there you are. Hey, Kev. What's up, baby? I didn't see you earlier. And, of course, Smitty. I love you, Smitty. Yes, I do. All right, guys. Oh, I want to tell you this. My classes are coming up again. They start September 3rd. Just stay on with me for a second and just hear it out. For the ones that are already in the classes, you already, you know this. So the classes are a total of 4 months, but you pay each month at a time. It's $150 for each module, so to speak. Recognition, and then we go to the next month and we work on transcendence, and then we go to the next month and work on vibrational tactician, and then we go to the next month and we work on persona development. So they build on each other. Only $150 a month. And it's priceless information that'll absolutely show you why your reality, and look at the authentic you that you think is you, and then look at that you that you think you are, and then have an ability to understand that might not be you. And you have then the freedom to change that authentic vibrational truth into a different truth, a different version of you, creating a different world. You're welcome, Renee. Great to see you. So the classes start September 3rd. They take place on Zoom every Tuesday, 7 p.m. Central, and there are workbooks involved, and we go over the workbooks, and we do Q&A time. We do a lot of fun activities with learning different ideas about vibration. So I highly recommend these classes. If you know someone that might be interested along with yourself, join in, because it'll change your life for sure. And that's all I've got on this side down here in San Antonio, Texas, where it's a nice 93 degrees at 8 o'clock at 7:30. Yeah, it's a hot one. Yeah. All right, guys. I love you so much. Thanks all for tuning in. Thanks for giving me the thumbs up. A lot of you did that. I appreciate that. And of course, if you ever need me, down there is odysseyofascension.com. There's always a connect. Email Roxanne. I answer all emails, and we can shoot the shit if you need anything. Okay. I love you guys. Enjoy your Sunday evening. Take care, everyone. Thanks again, Nene. I love you. All right, everyone. Have a good evening. Bye.